Hi y'all, so here is the 1961 Coldspot again. I've spent an hour or so blowing out the case and vacuuming and dedusting, and now it's certainly looking quite a bit better. Less all the dirt. What I suspected was true. It seems like the bottom of the case is very unrusty, even though the compressor and the fan motor kind of have some flash rust on it. It really doesn't look like it's seen much use at all. And actually, the the plastic pan under the condensing coils in the back is just dirty, but boy, it's still nice and black, and yeah, so look at that. You have the twist ties there on the cooling capillary line. So yeah, overall this is looking really good, really good. Sorry for the construction noise, but I went ahead and pulled out of the condensing coil box there. Now the fan is free, and you can see bearing on it seems pretty good. You can see the slinger wheel ring down there turn, but I had to pull out all of these vines from the bottom of the box. They were all wrapped all around in there, all over there. So the fan, I'm surprised the fan turned at all when I tried to test it out, but so I went ahead and plugged her in, and we're gonna give her a test. Did some vacuuming and blowing out. Some spiders crawled out, and I'm sure there are probably still more in there. But oh, I did want to say that when I was blowing the case out, fragments of this label here started blowing out from underneath what I think was underneath the compressor, and I didn't get the whole label. I didn't find the other pieces to it, but has something to do with there's not enough of the label to see, so I don't really know. But I have tested everything to make sure that the fan motor's free now, and the compressor's been upright long enough, so we're going to give it a test on that. I know that the damper control, which controls that flap right in there by that cable, this damper control is stiff and kind of frozen, so I think I would have to take this all off, separate the front of this to be able to get at the control. So I'm not gonna mess with that right now, but I am gonna go ahead and turn it on. So here we go. Here's just gonna be fan. Sounds like I still have dust and dirt in there. Quite a bit noisier than the Friedrich, just in terms of wind noise. Wind noise and motor noise. I mean, the motor's not noisy, really at all. But the fan definitely is not nearly as quiet, and it's on what seems like what might be high speed. Yeah, high speed. So, yeah. Trying not to get in the wind noise there. But yeah. So, that's fan. Now we're going to turn it on. I have the temperature on low right here, but I'm going to put it up to say, well, I'm going to crank it up there, that way it actually goes on. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on to high. Let's see if we can hear it. No, can't hear it. Oh, that's funny. I can't hear it. I heard just something for a second, and I couldn't hear it. And I couldn't tell if it was on, but I feel it working. That is definitely by far the quietest compressor that I have ever heard. Normally you hear something, but you know why I can't hear anything? These rubber dampers and the compressor is riding on springs. So that's why, I think probably part of the reason why I can't hear anything. Well, that's kind of funny. Huh. Anyway, I feel like I can hear coolant. I'm pretty sure I can hear coolant. I'm gonna put it at coldest. But I really cannot hear that compressor. But the air coming out of it is cold. It's super cold, but it's cold. You know, I don't know if that compressor is actually running. I don't know if that's running, because I should be able to hear something, and I don't hear anything. And I think that what I feel is a slight movement is actually fan motor tremble. I should be able to hear this. So I'm going to say this is not on. Because I can't hear it at all. And it's hard to tell if that air coming out of there is actually cold or if it's just the ambient temperature of the air around here, because it's a cool day. It feels cold. I just can't be sure. There you go. Oh, that I can hear. Okay, it wasn't on. Oh, yep, that I can hear. I just turned it all the way up. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's the air outside was cold. Ooh, wow. I just got some a blast of really cold air coming through there. Yeah, through here. Yeah, oh yeah, that's because the damper door is not closed. Okay. Well, it works. There you go. So I just had to crank the cold all the way up because it's cold. It's kind of a cool day. Well, there we have it. I think this line is supposed to be wrapped with foam or something. I can't imagine that that's supposed to be exposed like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go, now that I know that it works and it's cooling. When I was cleaning it, the line between the evaporator and the condensing coils here for drainage into this tray, that went ahead and cracked off because this rubber is really old. So that's over there. So I'll have to replace that. But I'm gonna go ahead. Wow, that's icy cold. Woo! It's icy cold. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Right down. just a fan. Try it low. Okay, so it's pretty simple air conditioner. High, low, fan, inside air, outside air, and a thermostat. But it seems to work great. Just needs a little bit of maintenance. But I love that the compressor works. That's great. Alright, switching her off. Now let's watch it coast down. Let's see if it... Well, not too bad. Yeah, bearing on that looks pretty good. You can see the rubber around the rubber bushing where the blade is sandwiched to the hub is cracked just from rubber being rubber and old. But yeah, there is some information here on the fan motor itself. I don't really know if it's that visible. I'll have to get a wire brush it off so I can see it. But that's pretty great. And there is a data plate there. Can't quite tell if that's upside down. Nope, I don't think it is. I'll have to take a picture of that to read it. Anyway, so here's the 1961 Coldspot. Thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate it.